Even though I killed the ghost, there's still room to debate. And every sport is on the clock, who being labeled the grade. If you hungry for the smoke, then come and get you a plate. We just evaluate the game and we don't deal with the hate. Come tune into the show, cause we bout to get into it.
Every sport has a goal.
But now it's time to prove it. Barbershop vibe saying what other shows couldn't. By your Coach Scott, yeah, it's gonna be good. Sing for the faint of heart. Tiger, Jordan, Messi or Babe Ruth, Brady, Serena, and Ali catch phase 2. Get your facts ready and no Wikipedia, cause ain't no off season, he don't go debate media. Go debate media. Let's go.
We are back. We back. I think I hit the live button before Coach J knew it. Oh man. Hey, listen. All right, I caught Coach J off guard with that one. We back. He didn't know the intro was ending. Man, we had some technical difficulties, so forgive us for our tardiness. But it appears that we still having the issues, and the streaming software that we're using, man, it seemed to be in need of a desperate update. I'm gonna have to get back with the company and figure out what's going on with it. But we're gonna try and run this live anyway. Before we get started, man, I'll make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And shout out to everybody who's here. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share the broadcast. But we back. My name is Abaya Israel. You already know. I'm here with the two best coaches online, Coach Scott, Coach J.O. And we want to jump right into it. Listen. I just want to know a yes or no first, right? From you first, Coach Scott.
I knew it.
I'm just, you know how it go, man.
I love it, man. Let's do it.
92 Dream Team, 2024 U.S. Olympic men's team.
After looking at it, 2024 U.S. Olympic team.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was the end of your statement?
2024 U.S. Olympic team.
Oh, wow. Coach, I'm lost for words. Coach J.O., 92 Dream Team or 92 Dream Team or 2024 U.S. Olympic team.
At this moment, like, I guess for the show's sake, we got to answer the question, I guess. But this is what it has come to. Like, these are the questions that we're having, and Coach Scott just said 2024 team.
He did.
This is 92 by miles. By miles.
Well, Coach J.O., since you seem to be thinking clearly, and out of one of the two coaches, can you tell us why? Why is it 92 by miles? And then we want to get started to the rest of the show, man.
Okay, right. We're just gonna start with expectations, right? But when the roster came out round about May-ish, the roster was completed. All we heard via Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, this is the greatest team ever assembled. They're gonna stump everybody. Everybody gonna they're gonna run through everybody. Nobody gonna get close. Man, you got Curry, LeBron, KD. Who gonna do anything with the team? That's what we heard. But did we see that? Did we see the beatdowns? Did we see the consistency of just straight dominance? No, we didn't. No, we did not. The 92 Dream Team, you're talking about a damn near 44-point margin of victory. 44 points. 43.8 to be exact. 44 points compared to 20 from this team. Come on. These cats were predicted to beat South Sudan by 41 points and only beat them by 1.
Well, they got the 1 correct. They just forgot about the 4 in front of the 1.
Like in the championship game, they didn't cover the spread in the championship game. They didn't cover the spread in the semis. They did not cover the spread. You beat Serbia by 4. you projected to beat them by like 16, 17. And that was low. It should have been 25, 30. Come on, man. This ain't even
Coach Scott. Now tell me, so we can see if Coach J.O. is off his rocker or not, because I really want to get into why you believe the 2024 team statistically. You know, why do you think they better? Why are they better than 92?
Well, I'm not even gonna go to statistics. Coach J.O. has a problem with statistics, so I'm not even gonna touch that. Not right now. He got a problem with statistics because he's gonna go into all of this other stuff, and I don't want to touch that. But here's what Coach J.O. and people like Coach J.O. Here's what individuals fail to realize. The 1992 team literally were playing against teams that were in total awestruck of who they were playing. They were playing against fans. They were playing against literal fans of Mike, Magic, Larry, Sean Stockton, Charles Barkley, David Rock. They were in awestruck of the people they were playing. They had 20 NBA players in the league at the time that were international. We fast forward to 2024, we got 200 plus individuals that literally are playing international basketball for these other teams now. It's a major difference. The landscape is not the same as it was in 1992. Let's move forward. When we look at the leading scores in the Olympic Games,
Mm-hmm.
See, he doesn't want to deal with the facts. You have Giannis for Greece. You got SGA for Canada. You got Kimura Yuki from Japan. You got another RJ Burnett from Canada. It's not even the U.S. Other nations are now taking the game of basketball far more seriously than they did back in 1992. These individuals are not looking at our stars as their fans, as fanfare anymore. Yeah, they love the Stephs. Yeah, they love the LeBrons. Yeah, they love those guys. But they feel like they can play on the court with these guys because now they have representatives from their country playing on the court. It's no longer a fanfare like it was in 1992. The Nuke Bowl, Detlef Shrimp, and Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah, it's no more of that. It's no more of Akeem Olajuwon just being the great. No, you have other players that have closed the gap as it pertains to basketball. So with people like Coach J.O. that just don't look at the landscape of what happens over a period of time, I'm here to say 1992 team and 2014, when I look at the matchups, 1992 team just doesn't match up well.
So, all right, I hear everything you're saying. It sounds good, and I understand where you're coming from. But before we get moving, hey, listen, let me give a shout out to the moderator, the Autism Boy, Cottage 81. Hey, shout out to Man Down Sports and everybody who's watching. Now, hey, listen. So here's a question, and I'm gonna get your response, Coach J.O. Here's a question. Now we have to be serious about this. Before I ask this question, you're saying the rest of the world caught up to the NBA, correct?
What I'm saying is the rest of the world is no longer a novice at basketball. The rest of the world is not novice anymore.
Okay, but so in other words, the rest of the world caught up to the NBA.
The rest of the world, if you want to use those words, the rest of the world has closed the gap with the NBA. Yes.
Okay. So, Coach J.O., what I'm saying is, if let's equate this to a foot race, right? Me and you racing, Coach J.O. Ready, go. And you go. And you're a mile ahead of me. And now I go. Now, if I start to close the gap on you, that's a problem, is it not? Because either you have slowed down or I'm just that good that I'm speeding up, or both can be true at the same time. Why is the gap closing? Why is the world catching up to the National Basketball Association? They should be still pulling away. Now, I know I've seen a lot of excuses of people saying, well, they're more NBA. That you guys seen that meme going around? That meme going around with how many NBA players LeBron has faced? Not how many NBA players the Olympic team has faced, but LeBron has faced in the Olympics like 96, and Jordan's only faced nine or something like that. Now, I mean, cool. It sounds good, but in 2024, these teams had no NBA players on them, or maybe one or two at most, right? So all of that don't count. It's just an excuse, really. You're searching for, I think, and Coach J, you tell me, I think, and I'm going to come back to you, Coach Scott, I think it's an excuse to find a reason why the rest of the world is, quote unquote, beating or almost beating the United States. My theory is this. The rest of the world plays like the 2014 San Antonio Spurs, Euroball. And the NBA is more athletic and gifted, talented, I give you that. But the 2014 Spurs, or should I say the European leagues, are more fundamentally sound. And that's what we're really seeing, not so much as, they're closing the gap. No, the gap, it's always been that way. Because even after the 92 Dream Team, we've seen some of the other Olympic teams, they weren't doing as well, But Coach J, go ahead. I'm gonna pass it to you.
Listen, it is an excuse, right? It's a complete excuse. My question is why are you all not using the same energy that you were using 3 months ago? Oh, right. USA is gonna destroy everybody. This team is all these extravagant superlatives that you gave Team USA. You all, Coach Scott, and those like Coach Scott, y'all wrote these checks. You wrote these checks. You wrote the checks that Team USA had to cash. More specifically, you wrote checks that LeBron James had to cash. But that's another conversation for another day. Okay? That's another conversation for another day.
How did LeBron James get in this conversation? I thought it was Olympic team first.
Because if LeBron James wasn't on this team, you wouldn't have said it.
No, they would have lost, and I didn't say anything.
Okay, you see that? Okay, but okay, let's continue. Let's continue this, right? It's definitely excuses. Definitely excuses, right? Because we were told that this team is so great, so magnificent. South Sudan, it's reported that South Sudan literally got together 2 weeks before the Olympics started. They didn't have indoor facilities. And you beat this team by 1 point. One.
In the first game.
No, stop. No, I don't care. Hold on. It wasn't the first game.
No. I'm talking about the warm-ups to the when.
Right, does that matter? Why does that matter?
It does matter. How much did they beat when they played?
A team that got put together 2 weeks before the Olympics started, 2 weeks, and we're talking about the quote-unquote greatest player ever. We're talking about Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, who some consider top 10 players ever. We're talking about Jason Tatum, a reigning NBA champion, first team All-NBA the last 2 years, top 5 MVP voting, Jason Tatum on the team. You got Joel Embiid on the team, the MVP of the league. And you telling me you can't beat South Sudan? You're barely beating South Sudan? I'm not buying this. I'm not. You can't sell it to me because I'm not buying it.
Coach. The goal don't matter. The win don't matter.
What matters is how you win matters.
How you win it matters.
Of course it does, especially when you told us they were going to win a certain type of way. You got to do that.
No problem.
You have to do that.
No problem.
When you're predicted to beat a team by 40, and you only beat them by 1.
Great. They failed in that aspect of not living up to the expectation of beating them by 40 and beating every team by 44, like the previous Dream Team did in 1992. They failed that mission. But they brought home the gold. Now, here's what I want to ask you. The 1992 team versus the 2024 team. You tell me.
Don't bark up the tree.
Now,
bark up the tree.
When you look at these teams, let's be honest. You tell me who you putting on the court, and then we're going to go from there.
Hey, Abaya. Can you be my witness right here, right? Because I'm glad he went here. I'm glad he barked up this tree.
This is the conversation you want to have. You and Abaya want to have this conversation anyway. So let's get there. Come on.
Okay.
I didn't say that, but okay.
Let's get there. We talking about minutia. This is minutia.
Hold on.
Men by about 21 points. Great.
Let me ask you a question, Coach Scott. Is a 40-year-old LeBron better than a Michael Jordan in the year 1992? Yes or no?
It's 5 players on.
No. I'm just asking. I'm about to get there. I'm about to get there.
Let's go.
I'm asking: is LeBron James a better player than a Michael Jordan in 1992? A 40-year-old LeBron James?
No.
He's not.
No.
Okay. Is a 40-year-old LeBron James better than a Magic Johnson in 1992?
Yes.
Okay. Is a 40-year-old LeBron James better than a Scottie Pippen in 1992?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Is LeBron James better than a Charles Barkley? A 40-year-old LeBron James better than Charles Barkley in 1992?
Yes.
Hey,
all right.
Listen. Wait, hold on. I'm looking for the button to now you can slide them off the screen. Chip. Come on, Coach. Listen, I know you. Listen.
Look, because what he's trying to do is set a stage for something that's ridiculous.
No, I'm setting a stage for what you said.
LeBron James is one player. It has already been voted upon. This man is the best basketball player as it pertains to the 2024 Paris Olympics. Voted the Olympic basketball.
Wait, hold on.
Period.
Are you talking about the MVP? Are you talking about the MVP?
I'm talking about the best. Let's be clear. Was LeBron James not the best basketball player that you will watch?
I'm asking a straight question. Are you talking about the MVP?
Yes. I'm talking about the games. Did you watch the games?
Yeah. And I think Steph. No.
In 2 games.
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't say that. He a lot of turnovers. We can't miss the turnovers. We can't miss the hold the ball and turn Steph into a spot up shooter. We can't miss the bailout spot Steph. Like, it's a lot of things that we're overlooking for biases. And it's just when you look at the games, here's where we want to go before we transition to what was LeBron the best. I still need to figure out why you think that the 2024 team was the best team, looking at how teams like France and South Sudan, teams that were not supposed to do things they were doing, to the 2024 U.S. Olympic teams. This is a no-brainer. Coach J.O., I'm gonna pass it to you. Because I'm confused. I'm really confused. I don't see what Coach Scott's seeing.
No,
Me either.
It's no need to be confused. Let's just get to what we're actually talking about. Here, I'll help you. No problem. I'll help you out. The starting 5 for the Dream Team 1 was Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Karl Malone. Yes? Yes. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Stephen Curry, and Anthony Edwards. Let me start here. You're telling me at this juncture in the game, let's just say, if they played 10 times, it's a 6-4 split, 2024 wins it. Period. I'm telling you that. Who's stopping who? Who's stopping who? Because it's clear you're going to say Stephen Curry is the best point guard in the world, right?
Yeah.
Coach Dale? Yes?
Yeah.
You're going to say that? Great. You're going to say Patrick Ewing has no chance of bringing himself out of the paint to one-on-one a Joel Embiid.
No, yes. I'm not going to say that. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I watched Joel Embiid struggle in these Olympics. When the rules change and Joel Embiid can't be a foul, he can't be a free throw merchant anymore. He becomes a shell of himself. He just does.
We're talking about 2 American teams now.
I don't care. We're talking about the Olympics.
Okay, right.
And we're talking about FIBA rules.
Well, there's no 3 seconds. So Patrick Ewing has to come out of the paint to cover Joel Embiid, or he's going to score an innumerable amount of points.
Did we watch Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid struggled tremendously. Indeed, like he struggled. He did. Like that's just what it is.
Who's taking Anthony Edwards? Michael Jordan, right?
Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen. Okay.
So did I just hear you say a second ago that with Embiid, like no one can stop him? You don't think David Robinson would play defense on the Joel Embiid?
That's not their starting five. And here's
but Durant wasn't in their starting five.
I'm glad you went there, Abaya. That was great. Let's just say Dream Team 1 tried to go big. Let's just say I want to go big on these jokers. You would have to play Karl Malone, David Robinson, and then you would either rotate a Christian Laettner in with a Patrick Ewing. That's going big because remember, they took Christian Laettner over Shaquille O'Neal. If 2024 team wanted to go big, they would go Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James. Who's covering who?
Oh my goodness.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Hold on. Did we hold on? Did we not just watch South Sudan do it?
Covering.
Hold on. Did we not just watch South Sudan do it?
No, you. This is my lineup.
No, I get what you're saying. No.
My lineup. You didn't see it. No, you didn't see it because I didn't play him. I wasn't coaching. No, you didn't see it.
Just watch South Sudan do it. We just watched Wemby dominate a championship game.
Wemby did not dominate any. Wemby wasn't even. He was not even the leading scorer on his team.
Yes, he was.
Take away the threes he took. He took 8 threes. He scored.
No. It doesn't matter. Wemby was dominant that game.
The leading scorer on his team.
Wemby was dominant on that team. He was dominant. If Wemby touched the ball more, they probably would have won.
If he wouldn't have shot as many threes.
No.
Wait a minute.
He had no choice. He had no choice. France couldn't create any offense without Wemby on the court. They couldn't create offense.
France almost got beat by Japan.
I don't care what they almost got beat. USA, it was a 3-point game with 3 minutes left in the game. It was a 3-point game with 3 minutes left.
So wait. Doesn't that prove Coach Dale's point? France almost got beat by Japan, but yet they were giving the work to the US and clearly wasn't scoring at their highest. Like, doesn't that say anything?
How was they giving them the work and they lost by 11?
It was a 3-point game with 3 minutes left in the game.
Yes, it was.
How are they giving them the work when you lost by double digits?
It was a 3-point game.
Let's back up. Let's back up because I see what you're doing. Let's back up. Let's go back to that South Sudan game.
Everybody want to talk about South Sudan. Nobody want to talk about 92, 2004.
Well, let's talk about 92, 94. This is the point. I'm talking about South Sudan team. Because hold on. I'm about to get to it right now. Nowhere before I say it, listen, the link is in the chat. If anybody want to join the platform, the lives, we try and do the lives for the viewers. So if y'all want to come on and have the discussion as well, just click the link that I put in the chat. You guys can come on for a few minutes and chop it up a little bit. But Coach Scott, I got confused when you said 2024, honestly, right? Because I'm still trying to see what you saw in this 2024 team that will make you think they will beat the 1992 team. Now, here's what, even if you think that 2024 players are superior, right? Let's just go with that, which I definitely don't believe that, but let's go with that. Remember, we did a show and we gave our top fives and our top starting fives, our all-time starting fives. And remember, my thing was I had Jordan, I had Magic, I had Hakeem, I had Tim, I had Scotty. He was like, no Kobe. I said I wouldn't put Kobe and Jordan on the same team. I wouldn't put them both in my starting five. And at first, everybody was like, well, why? Well, my thought process is this. Just because you're a great player, these are great players, that doesn't mean they're great together, correct? Right? That doesn't mean you're great together. You can be great players and not always play well together. So my point in bringing that up is this. I would either take Jordan or Kobe. If I don't take Jordan, I'll take Kobe in that spot. Now, we look at great players on the 2024 team. Nobody's denying that these players are great. What we are saying is they did not play well together. They can't play well together. That 1992 team had great players that played great together. They have a 1-2 punch. You think that the 2024 team had great players who also played great together? Because it looked like they were trying to take turns shining to me. You tell me. And that's why I say this is no comparison to the 1992 Dream Team. But tell me if I'm wrong.
Here's why the 2024 team beat the 1992 team. They then learn how to play to their strengths. They're gonna make this. What people forget, and what I think you may be forgetting, and what Coach J.O. may be forgetting, it ain't make it, take it. It ain't you score and then you get the ball back. This is a basketball game. It's a basketball game. So in that, when you look at the matchups, forget they don't play well together. I'm in agreement with you. They don't play cohesive together. But when you put the basketball game into individuals' hands, like you're gonna have to do with the 2024 team in the 1992 team, the matchups say 1992 team loses. That's what the matchups say. That's what the matchups say. So
no, that's what modern day NBA fans say. The logic that you're using was proven wrong in what, 2013, 2014? Spurs, Heat, wasn't that the same concept that you just painted? Team ball, passing the ball around versus that one-on-one matchup, and it did not work.
The same as that team that got beat. So it's a wash. It's a wash. It's the same team that got beat. So it's a wash. What I'm telling you is the 1992 team does not match up well against this 2024 team. If they want to go big, they're not big enough. If they want to go run the court, they don't run the court well enough for these guys. This team, 2024 team, they have too many hybrid players. They got too many hybrid players. So you got a 1992 team that John Stockton can't. He's a defensive liability. So you take him out. What are you talking about? Who he covering? You put LeBron at the point. Who is he checking? LeBron? You put Steph at the point. He's checking Steph?
So
no,
Coach Scott.
I'm asking, is he checking Steph?
Yes, he's checking Steph. He can check any guard that's on Team USA. John Stockton can check any guard on Team USA. Any.
So now we move to the fourth. Now we move to the fourth position. You got Larry Bird with a bump back. You telling me Larry Bird gonna check KD? He gonna check LeBron? He gonna check Jason Tatum? This is what's gonna happen? Are you for real?
No, he doesn't have to check. He doesn't have to check Jason Tatum because Jason Tatum won't play. We got to worry about Jason Tatum.
Listen, I love the 1992 team. I love the players on the 1992 team. My favorite player is Magic Johnson of all time. I love the team. But when I look at the matchups, I coach based off of matchups. I'm looking for the guy who can beat their guy. This team does not match up well to the 2024 team. They just don't. They just don't.
So we South Sudan and Serbia matches up better with 2024 USA than 1992. I'm just asking. Right. I'm asking, can you answer that question for me? What? Is that a yes or no? I'm asking, does South Sudan match up better with 2024 than the 92 team?
No, they don't.
Coach, he flamed you on that one. He flamed you on that one. Listen, Coach, let me ask you this. Who matches up well with Jordan?
I'm asking you to just give me your starting five.
I'm just talking about the whole team in general. The 1992 Dream Team. Since we're just going down the list, let's go down the list. Who's going to match up with? Who's going to stop Jordan? Who's going to match up with Magic? Who's going to match up with David Robinson? Which one of those players are going to stop Patrick? Who's going to stop Charles Barkley because he was going off in the Olympics? And Scotty. So you're talking about who doesn't match up well with the 2024, but can't the same argument be used the other way around?
You can use it, but it doesn't work. Here's why it doesn't work.
Oh, Lord.
You had the leading scorer in Charles Barkley. You had the leading assist man in Scottie Pippen. The leading scorer wasn't even your best player. It wasn't even your best player. What are you looking like that for? Are your brains too tight?
Quick question.
Your best player, which is in Michael Jordan, he wasn't even the leading scorer.
So let me ask you a question. Hold on. We got someone coming in like and behind. I want to bring the viewer on. You just got me all discombobulated tonight. I have a question for you. Was the 2024's best player their leading scorer?
No.
What does that matter then? Wait, what does that matter?
Here's why it matters. Because Charles Barkley, in any stretch of the game, really wasn't. He was banging down low, but that's the way that game had to be played. Then it wasn't a jump shot game. This Olympics, it was a jump shot game.
So that's what makes it different.
This is why you have a Wembanyama shooting 8 threes in the game. This is why.
So Coach J.O., all right, let's come back in order. Coach J.O., hey, listen, I think it was DC Slim. I see you backstage, but you're coming in and out. If you come in, you got to stay in. Each time I get ready to get to you, you disappear. Coach J.O., Coach Scott just made a point saying that the 92 team's best player wasn't even the leading scorer. I, in turn, ask a question. Well, what about 2024? Was their best player the leading scorer? He says no. I'm trying to figure out how is it going to hurt the 92 team, but yeah, it was okay for the 2024 team. Coach J.O., can you help me out? Because I'm not following.
Me either. What kind of class are we in right now?
You still haven't answered my initial question, bro. You hadn't answered either one of my questions.
Who, me?
What lineup are you using, and who are you utilizing if you're going big? I asked those two questions.
Listen. I'm so amazed.
Don't be
right now at these questions, right?
Don't be. Text your
people. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. I might just use whoever South Sudan used. I'll be there.
And you'll get the same result.
Okay, right? Hold.
That's all I've been telling you.
But you just told. Hold on. You just told me that South Sudan isn't a better matchup than the 92 team.
They're not.
But South Sudan only lost by 1.
And they lost.
So how would I lose? Can I lose by less than 1?
I don't know how they do it in Amarillo.
Can I lose by less than 1? Hold on.
Where I'm from.
If I'm a better matchup than South Sudan, if I'm a better matchup,
that's a loss. If you take a W home, that's a win. That's what.
If I'm a better matchup than South Sudan, how can I lose by 1? I'm a better matchup than South Sudan. They lost by 1. Am I gonna lose by half a point?
Hey, fellas,
Stephen A. Smith. Hey, you know Stephen A. Smith?
We got a viewer that came on. DC Slim, what's going on, man? What you got for us?
Can't hear you, brother.
Hold on real quick, DC. Let me see if they can hear you. We've been having some technical issues. Hey, can y'all hear him? DC, say something. Can y'all say something again?
Testing.
Mic check. Yeah, the chat can't hear him either. Chat can't hear him. But yeah, that's wild, Coach Scott. That's wild.
It's not wild, man. Let's just look at the roster. Can we look at the roster?
But
the thing is about you're saying, look,
y'all couldn't hear me either. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me let DC say what he gonna say. Hey, DC, go ahead and take a quick few seconds. The crowd can't hear you. I'm gonna relay what you got to say. Unfortunately, we've been having these issues all day. I've been trying to get them resolved. We'll have them fixed next time we go live. But what was your point you want to make so I can relay it to the coaches, and then we'll feed back to you. Go ahead. So the rules.
Yeah, Baya, the chat say they can't hear you either.
Okay. All right, DC, let me go ahead and get you off. They can't hear you, so let me just relay what you said, and we're going to have this fixed by next time for you. I appreciate you coming on. All right. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with the audio. We still got that fixed. But his thing is the rules. The rules. Which rules you playing by, Coach Scott?
Again, I said it was 2 American teams, but Coach Sayel said he wants to play by FIBA rules, so we can play by FIBA rules.
Does the NBA today do well by FIBA rules?
No, they don't. Did we see Dame Lillard? What year that was? The last time we won gold, that was what, 2021? During that time, that was supposed to be the 2020 Olympics, but 2021, Dame Lillard struggled bad. It was bad for him. Joel Embiid, when he can't get those free throws, when he can't live at the free throw line, he looks like a totally different player. He just does.
So Coach Scott, the 2024 team that's playing by the FIBA rules in their time, and the 92 team playing by the FIBA rules in their time, what's the difference? One looks way better than the other.
Because you're playing the. Let me go back to my original point.
Okay.
In 1992, these dreamers, these dream teamers were playing against people that were in literal awestruck of people they were playing.
Who told you
no
that?
such. Say that again. You don't agree?
Did somebody say that?
I said that. The world said that. Did you watch the game? I remember watching the game. These people were in awestruck. They were in awestruck. They were in total awestruck of the individuals that were on the court they were playing with. They were in awestruck of a Magic. They were in awestruck of a Larry Bird. They were in awestruck of a David Robinson. They were in awestruck of a Charles Barkley. These people were in total awestruck of the individuals they were playing. They weren't even.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? Okay. Well,
Coach J.O., did you hear anybody ever say that? Or I mean, maybe they did. I missed it.
Hey, I don't want to give my age right now, but it is. I don't know either, bro. I don't know.
Okay. So they were in total awestruck of the teams they were playing. Again, going back, looking at the total games that the USA team, they obliterated these teams based on the fact that these teams, one, they were novice in the game of basketball at that time. You had Detlef Schrempf, you had Mutombo, you had Hakeem. You didn't have the marquee players that you have in the league, in the NBA right now. These players go back to their countries and they continue to get back. You got China, Japan. Kobe Bryant they literally have a school over there that this guy has been over there for so long training and developing their basketball teams. So this is why the international game has collectively, slowly gotten better and started tracking the United States.
Can I ask you a question? Do the NBA have the best basketball players in the world?
You got the best individual basketball players in the world.
So there were 15 of those best basketball players in the entire world on one team, playing against teams who either had zero, what people consider zero of the best basketball players in the world, or maybe one or two. And you're telling me that the way they performed, because you're talking about being an awestruck, right? Oh, there's an awestruck. But they have the greatest players in the world, according to you and according to a lot of people that are fans of this NBA era. They have the greatest players, and you have 15 of them. And people are like, well, there's more NBA talent overseas now. Regardless, even if it's one or two players on the team, you have 15. 15 of the greatest players. How do you not perform well?
Because they are the greatest individuals that you've ever seen. And again,
Gotta speak up, Coach. I can't hear you.
I said they're the greatest individuals you've ever seen in the game. And this is why the 1992 team, when you look at FIBA rules and you're looking at big men like a Charles, like a Karl Malone, like a David Robinson, like a Christian Laettner, these guys got Joel Embiid, Anthony, Bam Adebayo. They gotta come out the lane. They can't just sit in the lane. Why? Because the game is not played inside out anymore. It is played outside in. So there is no answer for a Steph Curry when you got a Chris Mullin and a Larry Bird. There's no answer for that. You laughing, but it's
like, how can Serbia do it? France do it.
50 points in 2 games. You laughing, but it's for real.
But how can Serbia do it? Like, how can Serbia do it? But the greatest players ever can't.
Because the reason Serbia did it, because they were not playing the way that they played towards the end of the Olympics. That's why they didn't do that way. They didn't do that. Like Abaya said, they took turns getting their own individual games off, and that's what's helped them get the gold medal. That's what helped them get the gold medal.
Hold on.
No, there's no holding on. I said what I just said. They took turns in who was going to be the front runner for the games, and individuals stepped up and they beat their individual player, and that's why they won the gold. They were not a good team. They were not a cohesive team.
So they're not a good team, but they're better than the 92 team. like we gotta make it make some sense.
Yes.
They're not a good team, but they're better than the 92
They're
team.
better than 92 individually, yes.
Hold on. But collectively, they're not.
So you're telling me what are you still haven't answered my initial.
No, I'm saying they're better. You said they're not better individually, but they're better collectively.
Your starting 5. I gave you.
Hold on.
Starting 5. I gave you a big starting 5, and you still haven't said anything to that. All you want to do is give conjecture, innuendo, hearsay.
No, I just want. I'm asking you. This is not my opinion.
Players on the team. Let's name players on the team and talk about that.
You said that 2024 is better individually. Okay, cool. Are they better collectively than 92? Are they?
What you gonna ask my question? Are we gonna be?
Wait. Let's answer this question. What you say? You want the starting 5, right? I just. You want the starting 5 or a starting 5?
I gave the starting 5 that the 1992 actually went out with. But I'm asking for whatever starting 5 he want to call, he can call it, and I'm going to show you why this 2024 team is a really bad matchup for you.
With the starting 5, the regular starting 5. Jordan, Magic, Pippen, Carmelo, and who was it? It was who's starting at center? Patrick
Ewing.
Why is it a problem?
It's a major problem because you got LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, and Anthony Davis. This is why it's a bad matchup. Who's guarding Kevin Durant at 6'10" at a 4? Who?
Scottie Pippen. Yes.
Carmelo? Okay.
Scotty's guarding Kevin. Now, when I say Scotty's guarding Kevin, I'm not saying, hey, Scotty's finna lock Kevin down. Kevin's an all-time great player. All right, we know that he's going to get his points, but don't act like he's just going to go in there and just destroy Pippen either. So yeah, Scotty's going to hold his own against Kevin, and Kevin to hold his own against Scotty. So I give you that. What's next?
He's gonna hold his own. Great. We hadn't seen anybody hold their own against this guy shooting. Defensively, a liability, but offensively, I don't know. LeBron James, Carmelo.
Wait. Before you move past that, we just seen Anthony Edwards treat Kevin Durant like a high school player.
Great. Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan.
Wait. No. Let's go back to the guy. Let's slow walk. We just saw Anthony Edwards treat Kevin Durant like a high school player and tell him when he was and was not going to score.
Defensive liability. I just said that. Go ahead.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. We know he's a defensive liability. Okay, cool. And I don't think he's a defensive liability. Well, maybe not. He's not as good as he was. I give you that. But I'm talking about when he had the ball in his hand on offense.
Oh, look. I love Scottie Pippen. No.
I need you to follow me, Coach Scott. Anthony Edwards. When Kevin Durant had the ball in his hands, offensively or defensively, Anthony Edwards treated Kevin Durant like a high school player. Did he not?
Anthony Edwards did, not Scottie Pippen.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Coach Ayo, watch this now. Coach Ayo, I love when we can just do these free for all shows, right? There's no real format to it. It's talk. Coach Ayo, watch this. Watch this, Coach Ayo. Isn't this the same man? Isn't this the same man, Coach Scott, who said that Scottie Pippen was a better defender than Michael Jordan, right? But Anthony Edwards and Michael Jordan could be like on the same level, right, when it comes to Kevin Durant. But if Pippen's better, wouldn't Pippen, according to your words, be better on Kevin Durant than Michael Jordan would be? Because we seen Anthony Edwards shut him down.
You just asked me about a 40-year-old LeBron James.
No, I didn't. I asked you about Kevin Durant. I asked you about Kevin Durant. We ain't talking about LeBron James.
I'm talking about a youthful Ant-Man against a 1992 Michael Jordan. And now this is a absurd conversation.
I want to stay with Kevin Durant.
A 6'10" power forward shooter. A 6'10" shooter.
Who?
On a 6'7" power forward? Come on, man. Stop it.
How tall is Anthony Edwards?
Stop. I think he's saying
Huh?
same height as Michael Jordan. That's why you take Mike.
Pippen was a little taller than Michael Jordan, right? A little bit. Right. And they say Anthony Edwards 6'6". But when we covered that Wolves series, we all agreed that, you know what? I don't think Anthony Edwards don't look 6'6". He look about 6'4". He look a little more like Dwayne Wade, not Michael Jordan, right? Nope. That's what we all agreed to. So, but yet that 6'4" guy, did he not lock up that 6'7" guy you're talking about? And he's actually a little taller than 6'7". Actually, he's taller than Anthony Davis, which we're going to get to. I'm waiting to walk down this street with you. But he's a little taller than Anthony Davis, but yet still Anthony Edwards locked him up. So you don't think you're trying to bring a height into the equation when we've seen the shorter guy, shorter than Pippen, lock up KD. So why would it be a problem for Pippen?
Here's why it's a problem. Because he's a 6'10" shooter. And Ant-Man is on his team. Let's go. What's the next person?
No, it ain't the next person. Hey, see this, Coach J.O.? He's trying to escape this.
He's in a hole. He's in a hole. He just said, forget it. I don't care about being 6 feet deep.
I would have this conversation with you, but you're too afraid to name people. So
I got people for you.
People.
Are they done texting you?
I'm gonna let Coach J.O. get in here because I definitely have another long list to go because this is a lot of things you said, and I was sitting back, but it's a lot of things you said that were just wrong. So y'all got it.
I got the people right here.
Just say you.
I got the people right here, right? And forgive me, brothers, if I mispronounce your name. Nooney Omot, Carlik Jones, Bull Cool, Marel Shayok, and Peter Joke. That's the starting five for South Sudan. That's the starting five for South Sudan. Okay, who the USA only won by 1 point, and they was down double digits in that game. They won by 1 point. Okay, that's the starting five. Hold on, that's the starting. That's the starting five that I need.
And ran them down.
That's the starting five that I need to be competitive. But I got the greatest player ever, arguably in some people's eyes, number 2, number 3, number 4, definitely top 5 greatest ever in Magic Johnson. A man coming off a number 2 MVP voted in an All-NBA season the year before. We got Charles Barkley, a consensus top 20 player ever. David Robinson, another arguable top 25 player ever. Patrick Ewing, another,
11 Hall of Famers on it.
Okay, cool. All right. Cool. But you want to convince me.
I'm not trying to convince you. I don't convince people like you.
All right, that South Sudan is going to do a better job than what the 92 team would do. But South Sudan lost by 1 point. But you said 92 is a better matchup for 24 than South Sudan. Like you hitting me with too many bullets, brother. Okay, I can only put a bulletproof vest on. Can't put it on my face. So you shooting too many bullets right now. And I got a duck. Which one is it? It's coming from everywhere.
When you look at the box score, you want to look at the box score of this game.
No, which one
no,
is it?
No. You're a coach. You want to look at the box score?
No, I want to know how South Sudan isn't a better matchup.
No, look at the box score don't mean nothing.
I want to know how South Sudan isn't a better matchup, but South Sudan only lost by one. But the 92 team is just gonna I don't get it.
Here, I'm gonna help you get it. 60% in the paint. They shot 25% from three. They were 7 for 28 for three.
Who?
South Sudan was 14 for 33. They were 42. These people played so high above their head shooting threes that in their very next game, they got obliterated. What? What are you talking about, man?
Wait, hold on. I need to understand your point.
South Sudan got hot and still lost.
Because they shot well one game and shot poorly the next game. That mean 92 team wouldn't have a chance. I don't get it. Michael Jordan went 6 for 6 in the playoffs and against Portland in the finals and shot poorly in front of three the next game. I mean, that really don't mean nothing. We're talking about when they played, they barely won. And they had to do it on the last second layup, which was barely contested by LeBron at the buzzer. Let's be real. Hey, but listen, I want to go back to your original question though. I want to go back to your original question. Since we've really destroyed your whole who gonna hold Kevin Durant thing, now let's go to either Anthony Edwards or LeBron James, because I want to deal with Karl Malone. He's at the power forward, right? Karl Malone. Now, here's what I think you're forgetting. Like, do we know how these power forwards and centers looked in the 90s? They didn't look like Wembanyama. All right, these dudes look more like Schwarzenegger. they were Diesel. These dudes are big, and these dudes play power ball. You're telling me that, and I think maybe LeBron, maybe, but Anthony Davis, he's not going to power up with a Karl Malone, and neither will LeBron James power up with the Karl Malone if his mind ain't right. Can he physically? Of course he could. Of course he could. I'm not going to take anything away from him. LeBron James is a powerful player, but which LeBron James we gonna get? You know what I mean? So now since you want to walk down the starting lineup, we're at Karl Malone. What's the problem?
Yeah, I'm at LeBron James on Karl Malone, which out of his own mouth, Karl Malone says, I don't give a damn what nobody say. LeBron James is the GOAT, is the greatest player I've seen with a basketball. That's what he said. So yes, I'm taking LeBron James.
So here's the problem with that. Now, here's the problem with that. I don't know why, but we're starting to see a lot of backtracking by these players who say that. Because now all of a sudden, nobody's as great as Michael Jordan. Shaq said Jordan, then he said LeBron, then he was back to Jordan. Kevin Garnett was Jordan, then LeBron, then back to Jordan. I don't know why these players are going back and forth. Maybe it's saying something later on. Maybe I was, I don't know. Who knows? But something was wrong, right? Because they're retracting those statements, and he definitely retracted his. But even if he still believes that LeBron James is the greatest player ever, do you think that's going to stop him from going at LeBron James? Because when he played against Jordan, he went at Jordan. So if he's going at LeBron James, do you think LeBron James is going to shut down Karl Malone, one of the top 5 greatest scorers of all time?
I think LeBron James does what LeBron James does. He figures it out.
You didn't answer the question.
Yes.
He shuts down Karl Malone?
Yes.
Oh my God.
If that's what the job is, yes.
Oh. He already said
he shut down JJ Barrera or the Jet. He couldn't shut down Jason Terry or JJ Barrera, but he's going to shut down Karl Malone.
The Olympics. He wasn't even there. He wasn't one of their top 5 scorers in the Olympics. So you're saying he's going to shut him down? He just got to be LeBron James.
You just talked about matchups, though. You're talking about
matchups, and you're forgetting the 92 team. Hold on. You're forgetting the 92 team was primarily in their primes. It was Coach J.O. Initially, Coach J.O., there was a false narrative put out that the 92 team was old. That's what they started off saying, right? Until everybody stopped and said, wait a minute. No, they weren't. You start looking up the ages. The oldest player was like Larry Bird. Everybody else was around their prime years. Jordan was young. He was like 29. Everybody was like 29 or 30 below. Magic was 31, 32.
32.
So you have to realize you're talking about a 39, 40-year-old LeBron James versus a prime diesel Karl Malone. You say he's going to shut him down?
No. He already said, Abayi, you didn't hear? He said LeBron James is better than everybody on 2024 team. And he also said a 40-year-old LeBron is better than Barkley in 92, Scottie Pippen in 92, David Robinson in 92, Karl Malone in 92. He said that. He already said it.
DC Slim says there are other countries better today than the 1992 team. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
DC Slim, you're a smart guy.
He said, no, he's asking the question based off he don't agree. This is what he said. And he also said he would check Malone. I'm out. He left on that one. DC don't leave. But Cheese said shut down Malone. He's laughing.
Good night. So
now you did have somebody say you were right.
Did they do it? Because we talking about South Sudan so much and how they did it at Team USA. But did other teams figure out how to shut down Karl Malone? Did they figure out how to do it?
They lost by an average margin of 40.
Right. So he should have been getting cleanup points. 43. He should have been getting cleanup points, right?
We're talking about matchups, right?
When you beating a team by 44 points?
Meaning this, right?
Everybody can get cleanup points. What are you talking about?
No. It's not just about is you going to get the points. Like, for example, right? Let me give you an example, a good example. Steph Curry. We saw in this last game, literally, according to you, France left the best player on the court wide open in LeBron James. He left. Hold on, hold. Let me finish. Hold on.
Incorrect narrative.
Hold on. Can I finish?
No, I'm gonna show you the picture. No, don't worry about it.
Can I finish? He also left this 6'10" sniper that you're talking about wide open to double Steph Curry. Right? Okay, this is what I mean about matchups. This is the point I'm getting to. Regardless of whether Steph is scoring or not scoring, the fact that he's even on the court, teams got to pay attention to him. Okay. The same would be for Karl Malone. Do you think that if Steph Curry got switched on Karl Malone, he wouldn't be able to score every time? Of course he would. That's my point. It's not just about whether Karl Malone is scoring or not. This guy is always going to be a threat to score. He's going to be a threat to score regardless of whether he's scoring or not.
James got him. Man to man. Got it. No problem. Karl gonna score. LeBron gonna score. Great. Who's a bigger impact to their team? LeBron James or Karl Malone?
Karl Malone.
Let's go to the next person.
Michael Jordan. Who's gonna stop Michael Jordan?
Ant-Man. Let's go. Next
so
person.
Ant-Man was going to shut down Michael Jordan?
Listen, man. Y'all use all of these cutesy words so y'all can have.
I'm sorry. Wait. Ant-Man was going to stop Michael Jordan?
He's gonna be on Michael Jordan, yes.
But what is he gonna do is the question. Like, what is he gonna do while he's on Michael? Is he gonna get dropped? Is he gonna get beat? Or is he gonna shut him down? What's gonna happen?
He just need to be Ant-Man. That's all he need to do. He just need to be Ant-Man. Here's what y'all are failing to realize. In a game, in any game, football, basketball, croquet, soccer, it don't matter. You ain't gotta beat somebody by 90 points to win. You gotta win by 1 point.
No, we're talking about dominance. We're talking about dominance. We are talking about dominance.
They're already dominant, man.
How?
On the planet. They're already dominant. Okay?
How?
What I'm telling you is what Team 1992 got to do is score more buckets. And you can't manufacture buckets when you have a team that literally is going to get you out of your comfort zone. You can't.
How?
Because we have big guys that can shoot. You got to come out the ball.
How you got big guys that can shoot, but they're not making shots? Embiid wasn't making shots. Bam Adebayo wasn't making shots. Anthony Davis wasn't making shots. They wasn't.
So who's scoring all the points then? Because Steph only scored the last 2 games.
Hold on, I'm about to
Who
tell
scored
you.
all of them?
Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum was the leading scorer in one game. LeBron was the leading scorer in another game.
One
Steph
game?
Curry,
One game? Who's on the lead score one game?
Hey,
You just don't add it.
again. Hold on.
He was the leading scorer in a few games.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, coach. Like, think about this, right? And this is the thing. See, y'all try to move, like you try to move the goalpost here. You try
I'm
to
moving
move
on
that.
goalposts. I'm using
Yes, you
them.
did.
Use it.
No. You try to move it, right? You know why you try to move it? Like, tell me why. Can you explain to me why the USA team would be predicted to win by 40 points? Is there a reason why they would be predicted?
I'll say it clean. America is an arrogant nation. We're an arrogant nation. We think we're supposed to beat everybody.
No. This is about money. No. You ain't arrogant enough to want to lose your money.
Everybody by 40.
You're not arrogant enough to want to lose your money. Vegas picked them to win by 42 points. This is business. This ain't personal. This is business. Why did Vegas pick them to win by 42 points?
Okay. They didn't cover.
No, I'm asking why. Why would Vegas even think about picking them to win by 42?
Because that's what they know. They
But-
looked at the roster, top to bottom, and they said, hey, these guys should win by 40.
They should. They should win by 40.
Why would
Do you
Vegas
agree
do
that they
something
should
like
have
that,
won by
though?
40? Do you agree that they should have won by 40?
And then you get a team that comes out there and shoot 33 threes and hits 14 of them. You
Should
shoot
they have won by 40?
42% clip from 3.
Should they have won by 40?
They should have won by at least 25 plus for sure.
Okay, so why didn't they do it?
Because the team they played shot the long ball better. That's why.
Does it matter that team does it matter that team doesn't even have an indoor facility? Does it matter that team literally came together 2 weeks before the Olympics started? Does that matter?
Let me ask you a question. Because you like to talk about Indian stuff. Let me ask you. Do you feel like the best player that you've ever seen is in the NBA? Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Do you feel the best football player you've ever seen is in the NFL?
Like, that I've seen live?
Yeah. Like you had to see it. Like,
Yeah. Now, when I say live, I mean like be there.
I don't, me personally, I've seen phenomenal players in the NFL and in the NBA. I wouldn't just go along with that narrative. I would say that it's people that I've physically seen that if they were disciplined enough, NFL, NBA, that would have been just like the next.
You're cutting yourself, Coach Scott. You're cutting yourself.
It's the next.
So why doesn't that apply to the 92 team?
So the South Sudan just was supposed to be, just because they were put together and they're quote unquote unskilled people in basketball, we were just supposed to show up and beat them by 40 points? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous what you're saying.
Yes. Hold on. Yes, the answer to that is yes, because skill, like you said, skill, team, cohesiveness. Hold on. I'm finna give you the mic. All right. So we're reaching our close time. I'm going to name the starting 5 that you so desperately want to name. I'm going to name this, and I want you to tell me one more time, tell the crowd, paint your picture why this team this year was better than the 1992 Dream Team. Jordan, shooting guard. Pippen, small forward. Patrick Ewing at center. Magic is running the point, and Karl Malone is running the power forward. Now, keep in mind, you have 2 of the top 5 all-time leading scorers on the starting squad right here. You have one of the greatest, if not the greatest. No, you have the greatest point guard to ever play on the starting 5, and you have one of the greatest small forwards and one of the all-time great centers in Patrick Ewing playing as well. Why is that team not worthy of saying that they could beat the 2024 team? Your thoughts. Then I'm going to pass it to Coach Dale.
They're worthy of saying. But if you're talking about any series, if you're talking about a 3-game series, a 5-game series, a 6-game, a 10-game series, they don't win a series against this team because you have very, very, very detrimental to your team matchup issues, starting with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid. You can swap him out for AD. You can have a Steph Curry, who's, in my opinion, one of the greatest shooters the game has ever seen. And then you got Anthony Edwards, which is a really, really, really great matchup with a 1992 Michael Jordan. This is why I say, and then when those guys get tired and you have to substitute, then where do you go? Because there's another 5 that I can literally swap out, or we can keep certain people on the team, on the court, and plug and play. You can't just go big.
Okay.
You can't just go small with them. This team has a dynamic where the hybrid players can play everywhere.
Okay. All right. Coach J.O., same question to you. All right. You have Magic at the point. Jordan, wake up. You got Magic at the point. You got Jordan running shooting guard, Pippen small forward, Karl Malone at the power, and Patrick Ewing at center. Why would this team beat the 2024 U.S. Olympic team?
Buddy, we got eyes. We just witnessed this. Like, we have eyes. Like, Coach Scott just want to convince us. Like, he's literally on here, like ramming it in our faces, as if we just didn't watch a month and a half of this. We saw it. We saw Dennis Schroeder give them fits. Okay? And you want to convince me that a prime John Stockton, a prime in the Magic, prime Robinson, prime Malone, prime Barkley is a bad matchup? Like, for the life of me, Nikola Jokic and a bunch of, like, I don't even call them dudes. Like, just so, I'm not even being disrespectful, but like, who are they? They, like, you literally had to scratch and use every ounce of energy that you had to beat Nikola Jokic and a bunch of just guys. But the greatest player ever to ever lace them up is gonna struggle along with Pippen, Malone. They're gonna struggle. It ain't mathing. Like, it doesn't add up. It just doesn't. This isn't close. Magic Johnson, you talk about matchup problems. Like, who is Steph Curry guarding, Coach Scott? Who is Steph Curry guarding on that line?
Hold on. I was closing it out. Listen, here's the thing, and I think this is what Coach Scott's doing. He's forgetting some things. He's talking about Anthony Edwards on Michael Jordan, right? Coach Scott, all of us agree in that T-Wolves series in the playoffs, Anthony Edwards did not know how to see past the double team. Yes, he's a great talent. There's still some growth he had to get around, right? You guys remember that? All it took was them to throw some looks at him, and he was a little bit discombobulated, which would kind of got him off his game. Now you have the greatest players who are experienced. Don't you think they'll do something like that with Anthony Edwards? And on the other side, is he going to shut down Jordan in a lock? No, Jordan's going to get his points. And we have to remember, these guys are physical. They play with physicality. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, and guys like that. You got Barkley, who was playing physical with Shaq, guarding Shaq at times. And I think we're forgetting about that. But I think the biggest thing we got to remember about this is, I think today's NBA, today's media, today's way we look at the game, it's about watch the game, see what you see. Now allow me to convince you didn't see what you just saw. And that's why we have a GOAT debate. I don't think a GOAT debate is actually a GOAT debate right now. But I think that's where we are. But with that being said, and we are actually over our time. Forgive us, we had several technical difficulties. We got started late. Microphones kind of went out on us, and a couple other issues that we had. So the live stream wasn't exactly the way we wanted, but hey guys, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button. So when we do go live again and we do upload videos, you guys can get the full show at its full strength. So We will be back Tuesday nights. We go live. Thursdays we upload. Make sure you guys join us for that. With that, we're gonna be out. Catch y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.